All right, hello everyone. This is Gary Ryan here for Friday with your Fed League Flash video for the day, Friday, September 22nd. We are getting closer and closer to, as I call it, the end of the off season. So yeah, we got some stuff happening. There are some transactions. The Elmira River Sharks revealed their jerseys today. Go check that out if you're in the Elmira area. Um, a lot of good stuff going on, but obviously it's not really super busy. But that all changes in October. I was working last night on my broadcast schedule for October leading into the beginning of the season, which, of course, the first regular season game is October 13th, Friday, Binghamton versus Elmira, and Danbury versus Watertown. So it's just right around the corner. So, all right. So today we're getting to the last of the videos where I'm kind of just covering random stuff, and we're going to get pretty consistent and regular with what we do in the future. But today, I want to talk a little bit about introducing the Flash Awards, the Fed Flash Awards, which, I will be declaring my winners. And these are the categories. I don't have all of the awards named yet because what I want to do is I want to pay homage to some of the great people in Fed history. So, we're just going to run through this. But the FPHL does their awards and their recognitions as far as most valuable player and stuff like that. And there were a couple of choices last year I kind of scratched my head at. I thought, well, this isn't a bad recipient, but I think so and so had a better result in such and such a category or whatever. So, anyway, excuse me. So, these are the awards I'm going to be doing. And again, I have a name for most of them. There's still three that I still don't have a name attached to yet. But anyway, this is what we're going to do. In to compare to the NHL awards. In the black, that's what you got when there is an actual award in the NHL for a category. That's what you go with. So yeah, leading scorer or the Art Ross. You got to go with Ahmed Mahfouz, all-time leading scorer by a ton, some 300 points ahead of Tyler Jurich, who is currently number 2, even though Jurich has more goals. All right, so that was kind of a no-brainer in my mind. The Rocket Richard, or person with the most goals, that is the Pierre Dagenet Award. Pierre Dagenet, if you don't know, played in the first and second seasons of the FPHL with the Akwesasne Warriors. Lit the lamp 81 times in the second season. 81 times. Yeah. Crazy. So, yeah, that's obviously a record. Last year, the Rocket Richard, the Pierre Dagenet winner would have been Yaroslav Yevdokimov. I love to say that name. Okay, so conversely, we go to the person with the most assists, who last year would have been Yanni Lariakos. We're naming that for Trevor Karasevich, who somehow in the third Fed season managed to find a way of compiling 102 assists. And Lariakos last year with 76, he's fourth all time on that list. So, 76 assists is a fantastic year. And it's fourth best. So, but we give that honor to Trevor Karasevich. The Norris, best defenseman. Naming it for who I think would have been the first Fed version of the Norris winner. Brian Marks played for the old Thousand Island Privateers, and I believe he also played for the Danville Dashers. one of the first true great defensive men in the Fed. So yeah, that's who we're going with. If you remember when I did my video this last weekend, if I created a Fed Hall of Fame, Brian Marks would be on there. All right, for the Vezina, we're sticking with the Nick Neidert award because he's just the most recognizable and memorable goalie. And even though there's goalies that had better records than him or more wins than him, again, he played for 12 years in the Fed. So I think that is worthy of recognition. So yeah, the Nick Neidert is the Fed version of the Vezina. All right, for Coach of the Year, the Adams Award. I'm naming that for Chris Firiolo. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation, but he was an excellent coach in the early years of the Fed. Ended up getting a championship with the New Jersey Outlaws, who may have been one of the best Fed teams in history. That's debatable, but it was a fantastic team, and Firiolo was the coach of that team, as well as a couple other teams as well. He's actually a motivational speaker right now. I found out he's got like 20 years, not 20 years, about 15 years of history doing motivational speaking. So, yeah, good on him. All right, we go to the Calder Trophy, or Rookie of the Year, and that I am honoring the late Peter Vetri, who played for the Danbury Whalers and tragically passed away last May. Not this past May, but the May before. And he won Rookie of the Year honors one year. So Peter Vetri, he's the guy that I'm giving that honor to. And then we have most wins by a goalie, because it's not necessarily the same thing as a Vezina Award winner. It could be, but I'm going with Matt Anthony. Matt Anthony, as we went over last weekend, 103 wins, which is the record in the Fed. Got that in 5 years, too. 103 wins in 5 years in a shorter season, low minor pro hockey league. That is pretty darn good. So Matt Anthony. And then, okay, the ones that I don't have a name for yet, but I will by the time we get towards the end of the year. What would be equivalent to the Conn Smythe, the playoff MVP. Last year, Michael Marchessan from the Danbury Hat Tricks received that award. I'm calling it the whatever award, but we're doing a Fed version of the Conn Smythe. The Ted Lindsay Award is an MVP. It's not necessarily the leading scorer. It can be, and oftentimes in the NHL it is. Connor McDavid, he's an Art Ross winner. He's a Ted Lindsay winner. But my criterion for MVP is not necessarily MVP of the whole league. It could be, but I really want to focus on the one person that just made a difference. The team that this person was on would have floundered if not for this person. A real bona fide MVP. So that's what I'm looking at. And then I'm gonna figure out a name for a plus minus leader. Now the last couple of years have been insane. We had 2 years ago, we had Justin McDonald posting a plus 78, only to be topped this last year by Gus Ford, who posted a plus 87. So a tremendous accomplishment, especially when you get numbers like that. So I think that's worthy of a recognition. So we're going to have a plus minus award leader winner. Just don't know what we're naming it yet. But anyway, so those are my current awards. And we'll finish this off. And as I do, we'll let you know. And then when we get to about mid-April, probably like the final week of the season, I'll be announcing my winners. So anyway, and again, talking about as we look forward to the season, yeah, starting October 1st is when we're going to go into full gear mode, something every day. We're going to have our Spotify podcasts during the week, Monday through Thursday. We're going to be having Facebook Live videos. We're going to be having YouTube videos. So a lot of stuff to cover starting October 1st, when actually I believe it's October 2nd is the first of the team previews that I'm going to be doing. And in the meantime, we get to the point where we have games. So we'll be telling you when we're doing game preview videos and review videos as well, game recaps. All right, so it's just around the corner. It's just a few more days away. It is, 21 days, 3 weeks away until the start of the season. Don't forget, there is also an exhibition game on Tuesday, October 10th. The Elmira Mammoth. Oh my goodness. The Elmira River Sharks travel to Watertown to take on the Wolves in an exhibition game. Travis Ridgen is slated to start for the Wolves in that game. I did some exploring today, asking if the game is indeed going to be broadcast on YouTube. And as far as everyone is aware, yes, it will be. So make sure to check that out. If it is broadcast by Watertown, you would go to YouTube, search for Steve Weed Productions. That is the actual production company that does the feed for the Wolves. Don't type in Watertown Wolves because you'll get an old link for an old channel that no longer exists. All right, so Steve Weed, that's what you would look for. Yes, weed like, ragweed. All right. Okay, so that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. If you've got some suggestions for some names for these final 3 awards, let me know. Post down below in the comments. Also, make sure to watch for a video tomorrow. I am in the process of researching some material to cover for tomorrow. And then, next week is the last off-season week. And then we go full-fledged. All right. Thank you so much for watching, for all your support. Love you for watching and listening. This is Gary Ryan for the Fed League Flash. Have yourself a wonderful weekend.